Hi, I did dot two. Hi, Elizabeth. Are you not seeing the invite request? Let me try it again. Hi, Omar. Okay, that's in Omar, yeah. I've shared the invite again. Check if you can see that. Oh, Elizabeth says she can hear. Hi. Hold on. Yeah, Judith, hi. Can you hear me? You can indicate and speak up so I confirm I can be heard.
Okay, hi, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Elizabeth says she can't. Okay. Hold on. Hi, Rita. Welcome. I would. So I'm sending the invite again to everyone. I don't know if you can. If you can't see the invite, let me know in the comments. Hi, Homer. Can you see the invite? Hi, Elizabeth. Can you see the Okay, the Elizabeth has accepted that. A date or two. Can you see the invite? And Homer and Rita. Hi, Elizabeth. Can you hear me? You can speak up to confirm your mic is good.
Yes, I can hear you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. That's fine. Okay. Hi, Adedotu, Anihoma, and Judith. If you can't see the invite to speak, you could probably let me know on with the comments. That's the tweet icon just by the down right. You can just use the request to speak feature, so perhaps that may work well on your part. But we'll actually kickstart in the next few seconds. Just waiting for any other person to accept the invite so we can be well prepared to start.
I think maybe you can write it as a chat because before I got accepted, I couldn't hear anything. So they might likely not be hearing you as you're speaking right now.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, let me do that. Yeah, thanks.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. So I can't hear anything. I don't know if anyone can hear me.
Yeah, hi, welcome. I was trying to text you via the comment section to know if you can hear me and accept the invite to speak. I'm glad you're here.
Okay, I can hear you now. Okay, thank you, Trust.
All right, that's fine. Fantastic. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Hi, Homer. Hi, Judith. Hi, Rita. And hi, Elizabeth. My name is Trusting Okray. I know we have been in communication for the hackathon with Bunzz and Web3Ladies. And well done once again, and congrats for getting the winner prizes for the hackathon. We are still trying to wrap up the wallet address of everyone. I think you just remaining one address. We can send everything at once to the rewards for both the feedback reward and the hackathon winners itself. Okay, so this quite interview is not meant to last long. It's just 30 minutes, and the aim is for us to get to talk and discuss about your experience with the Bonds platform. And very well, the feedback gotten were so detailed and really helpful for our product going forward. We'll have a very quick chat, but first, I'd like us to introduce ourselves one at a time. We'll start from Adi.2. So while introducing yourself, you can let us know if you've been in the Web3 space for how long, and if you just in the Web3 space coming from Web2. Just let us know briefly about your technical background as you're introducing yourself. So we'll start with Adedotu.
Okay, I Trust. My name is Adisu Bangola, and technically, code-wise, I started Web3 just about 5 months ago, but I'm not new to the Web3 space. I'm familiar with crypto, and yeah, I'm familiar with Web3, but coding-wise, yeah, I started that in the last 5 months, 5 to 6 months. Yeah. It has been awesome. Yes, I'm coming from the Web2 background. I'm a front-end developer coming from Web2 background, and yeah, it's been fun. I'm enjoying it because so I see Web3 as a layer to Web2. That's just the way I see it. It's just like a continuation of Web2, and I'm enjoying the process. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Quick question, follow up. Sorry, how long have you been doing Web2 before coming to Web3?
Okay, 2 years. Hello.
Oh yeah, your network was a bit weak. Yeah, you can go again. I couldn't hear you.
Oh,
Can you repeat that again? Okay, network. All right, that's fine. So let's move over to Elizabeth.
Oh, okay, good afternoon. I'm Elizabeth Olushikpe, and I'm actually new to Web3. Web3Ladies mentorship was the first experience I have with Web3. And I've been in Web2 front end for like 2 years, though it's been on and off. I haven't really been so consistent, and I self-taught myself actually. So I just picked up interest during the lockdown, and then I started teaching myself. So that's basically Web3 has been interesting. It's been enlightening, but I hope to learn more since I'm just new to it. So I haven't really gotten a grasp of how everything really works, but we'll keep learning to become better. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth, for sharing. Hi Rita, can you go ahead?
Okay, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, my name is Rita Omudiwe. For the Web 2, I started this year actually. I started learning this year. Then for the Web 3, my first experience was with Web3Ladies. So I'm still new to this whole tech space generally. But hopefully I get to grow and become better.
Thank you very much, Rita, for sharing. Ihoma. Hi, Ihoma, are you there? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. So my name is Ihoma Anosiki. I am a front-end developer and technical writer. I started front end during the lockdown. That's in 2020, but I became consistent in 2021. Self-taught though. Then I got into the Web3 space around June 2022 this year. So that's when I got into the Web3 space. I wasn't familiar with crypto and any other thing. I really am not a crypto fan, but I'm in the Web3 space because of the decentralized nature of the blockchain. I just feel the blockchain should be used to solve like real world problems, and that's why I'm here.
Thank you very much for sharing that. I think we have Judith left. Yeah, hi, Judith.
Hi, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, my name is Judith Oga. It's like used to since 2020. Self-taught, although I haven't worked professionally, but I have project. And then for Web3, I think since last year I've been hearing about it on Twitter. And then today I wanted to get into it, but I didn't know how to start. Up until I saw Twitter post from the Web3Ladies community in August or July this year. That's when I joined. And so far, the journey has been really, really, really interesting. And the hackathon using the Bunzz SDK, that was my first attempt building that application. So far, I think I like the Web3 space, although it shall I say, it sounds surreal, but it's very interesting. So hopefully by next year, I know I'll get better. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Judith, for sharing. Thank you, Judith. Hi, bv.ash. Is that correct? Hold on, let me invite you to speak. Okay, thank you everyone for the introductions. So the next question I want to ask is random, but then we can go one after the other. It's about your overall experience with Bunzz during the hackathon. The aim of Bunzz is to simplify dApp development, reducing time for developers to deploy and launch their dApps. And do you think that the Bunzz SDK that you used and Bunzz in general helped you in one way or the other? So I'd like to know our overall experience with Bunzz during the hackathon and a general overview of Bunzz itself and what Bunzz is trying to achieve. We have to start with Elizabeth. Yeah, let's start with you.
Oh, okay. So, though I didn't do the smart contract for the project, but I tried using the dApp ID and the app when you explained it the last time. So far, yeah, the dApps are there, but I don't know if there could be a much easier way to explain to people for people who are beginners like I am. I don't know what models to combine together in order to get a particular kind of contract. So maybe there is a way at which they could give a documentation sort of like, okay, if you want to make an NFT marketplace or a gallery or you want to mint a coin, you should use this and this models and it will work for you. So then I could also see that when we had a video with you, you were talking about some sites that they were meant to register, and you and Hioma were talking about one Pika something. I don't know. I was saying that she was going to put me through because I'm completely new to Web3, so I don't even know the process. But I was able to use the dApp ID and the key, and it went well. So another thing that I saw was, okay, we wanted to make an NFT marketplace and we didn't get a model for it. So I know that from the Discord channel, I could see that there are other developers working on different kinds of projects which they are going to be uploading. But all in all, it was a smooth process. It was easy to be able to get your models, to link it, to get Zap ID, the app, and then to use it on the local editor.
Thank you very much for the feedback. Yeah, I know your team had some real struggles with trying to mint NFTs, and that was because there was a missing contract that would have made the whole process easier, and so it wasn't from your end. But yeah, thank you. All the feedbacks have been gotten, and I'm glad you also had to express it here and other things as well. Hi, Adedotu. How was your experience?
Okay, thank you, Trust. So it's Adetutsu.
Question come again.
All right, Adetutsu.
Adetutu. All right, yeah.
Okay, so for me, it's fun and it's exciting. I worked on the integration part, so I had fun exploring the platform, and one thing I say about it is it was easy for me to comprehend it. The only slight issue I had is I had some issues, I was raising it on Discord as I was coming across it, and also I dropped it in the feedback channel too. Like the error messages, they were not descriptive, they were not descriptive. That's just it in one word, and the documentation is very, very cool. It's very, very nice. I like it, especially the Bunzz SDK relating, integrating with the front end. Yes, that was very, very nice. Although I had some issues also. The documentation, as much as I like it, some things are hidden, and those things are very, very necessary. Like there was a time I was trying to increase the gas limits thing, something around gas limits. It took me time to just see that on the documentation. So at the final part when I said, I'm like, wow, I've been enjoying this documentation, but why is this one just hidden somewhere? But for me, it's fun. I love the experience, and I would love to use Bones platform anytime again if I need to. It's really fun and exciting for me. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adetutu. Yeah, correct. Hi, Judith.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I think it was really easy. Okay, not so easy, but I like the fact that this whole stress of writing a smart contract, trying to connect to a node provider and all of that, the bonds team took that part of the work from us because I think we had just 1 week or so without the SDK. If we were to write our own smart contract ourselves, and then I think it would have taken a lot of time. So I like the fact that we didn't have to write a smart contract ourselves. The majority of work was already done for us, and then we just had to connect it to the front end. And also, I think that yes, that's what I have to say. And maybe because for my team, we just worked on one module, so we're just limited. I didn't have the opportunity to try to see how every other, like the other kind of modules. I didn't interact with them or anything. So maybe subsequently, if I am going to do another project and then I will try other models to see how it works. But for the model we use, it was easy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judith, for your feedback and the experience sharing. Hi, Homa. How about you? How was your experience?
Hi, Trust. So, using the Bonds app was really nice. The First of all, I have to say the entire Bonds UI is so slick. It was really easy to go about the entire dashboard, and it was really really nice. Well, my team faced a difficulty because we were having an issue. So and I feel the documentation is not enough. It's like not extensive. Yeah, there are informations on it that are really necessary, but it's not extensive enough for building some applications. So there are some informations that are actually hidden in the documentation, or some of them are not actually there. So I think improving on the documentation would just make Bones perfect because it's actually very, 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 very nice. the fact that you don't have to outrightly write a smart contract, waste time compiling and the entire hard thing. You just get your smart contracts and connect it to the front end. It's really amazing. Thank you guys for this idea. This is really great. It's going to help the blockchain ecosystem. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for sharing. Hi, Rita. You can share.
Hi, Trust. So for myself, I think Judith said part of what I wanted to say because we're actually teammates. The model we used was actually easy for us to go around. It was kind of straightforward, although we had issues, but at the end of the day, it was sorted out. So no much issues from our side. But the only thing I want to say, I think when they talked about the documentation, yeah, that's very necessary. Then I don't know if it could be added some videos just for explaining, because I'm more of a visual person than going through documentations and all of that. So videos usually help a lot for people like me. So I just feel like maybe it would help in explaining some. Then I don't know, the boilerplates for the app, it's kind of limited. It would be nice if you have more to play around with. So someone just coming in can just, okay, I want to try this, I want to try that. With more boilerplates, I feel like it will make the whole process easier. But in all, I really enjoyed the whole Bunzz app for myself. So thank you.
Thank you, Rita, for sharing. Thank you. We've noted all the feedback and the ones in the form as well. The videos and documentation were the top priority, and we're currently working on that to ensure we have more educational content on how to use Bunzz, and of course, try to fix and build in more models and contracts that can help build more complete dApps going forward. I was about to ask, what did you enjoy the most about Bunzz? But you all have said something about that. The other question, last question, it's what kind of dApp are you currently working or intend to build in the future? What dApps are you building? A dApp for finance, a dApp that would help for e-commerce? What dApp are you working on, or do you plan to work on in the future? I think we'll start with Judith on this one.
Oh, hello. I'm currently in this other hackathon, and my team we are actually working on a land registration. Okay, just where people can register their properties, their landed properties on the blockchain space. So that's what I'm currently working on now.
Oh, nice. That makes sense. There's been a lot of ideas how the blockchain tech can be used for real estate and land and all that. That makes sense. That makes sense. Well done. Okay, thank you very much for sharing, Judith. Ihoma, what are you working on or plan to work on in the future? For dApps, yeah.
Okay, currently, my team is on a project that swaps token, something like Uniswap, using like the Uniswap SDK. We're creating a dApp that you can easily swap your tokens on. So that's what I'm working on.
Nice. You tend to push it live, yeah, for using public.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Well done. Hi, how about you? A day to two, yeah. I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so currently my team and I are working on a social media blog, and yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's like the Web3 aspect of like Twitter and the likes, which is nice. So that's what I'm currently working on. And in the future, so you mentioned e-commerce, that has come across my mind. So I think that would be nice also. Yeah, that's just it from me.
No, it makes sense. The blog is more like a medium.com, whereas the blockchain version, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Or you can write your
Okay.
articles, post them, and check other blogs too.
All right, that makes sense. Thank you and well done. How about you? Hi,
Thank you.
Elizabeth.
Oh, okay. So I and Adetutu are working on the same thing. So we're in the same team for the block. That's what we're currently working on. For the foreseeable future, I haven't really sat down to think about it because it's still in the learning phase. So when that time comes, I will see what particular field that I could actually really, really work with. But looking at it so far, I'm someone who is more into the business profile e-commerce kind of thing. So I'm likely be working in that line. But currently we are working on the social media blog. So that's the project we're currently working on. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Rita. I'm not sure I've asked you this question. You can go ahead.
Okay, for what we're working on currently, myself and Ihoma, we're actually working on the same project, a decentralized exchange where you can just come and swap your tokens. So that's what we are working on currently. Then for the future, actually it's quite funny because I think two other persons have said the same thing, the e-commerce, something related to the e-commerce scene. I think whereby you can make use of your tokens to actually buy and sell rather than just using money. So let's say something like Jumia but on the blockchain.
Yeah, this is a very interesting project. Thank you, Rita.
You're
Because
welcome.
I feel like there's a lot of awareness, a lot of hype in quotes about the blockchain space that it's time for us to begin to implement it and see all the awareness, all the talks about blockchain. Let us get to see it work real life and get to see where they can be implemented in. And I'm glad you're all trying to build something on the blockchain. That's fantastic, very fantastic. Last question that came to my head just before wrap up is I know that the blockchain, just like Web2, has where you can focus as a niche. You can be a front end person in Web2, you can be a back end person in Web2, and that makes you can be a full stack person as well. So in Web3 now that you guys are all playing at, where do you think you want to focus on? Do you think your strength would be on the front end side of Web3, where you get to consume and interact with smart contracts on your front end, or would you also want to create a smart contracts and be on the back end side of Web3? What would be your niche? Let's begin from Rita. Yeah, let's begin from you. What would be your niche, or what's your niche currently, or you plan to stick with?
Sorry, Trust, I didn't get the question. Can you come back?
Oh yeah, the question is about the niche in Web3. Will you want to be a front end Web3 person or a back end person trying to build smart contracts, or will you want to just consume smart contracts on your front end? I want to be a full stack person in Web3, which will be your niche.
Hello?
Oh yeah, did you hear me? I can you hear me now? Hi. Hi Elizabeth, can you confirm you heard me?
Yes, I heard you very well. I think it's a network.
Okay, you can proceed to answer why she is back.
I would love to be a front end. I don't know. I just love visuals, and maybe that's why. Maybe because I'm also partly a graphics designer, so I kind of love the visuals. And I'm even currently taking a training now, sponsored by Coinbase, and I actually went for front end. I didn't go for smart contract. So I would really want to be in the front end part of Web3.
Thank you very much. Hi Rita, are you back? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh God.
Okay, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me
Okay.
now?
Hi Homa, what will be your answer?
For the blockchain, I would actually like to be on the back end part, writing the smart contracts, testing and deploying it. So that's just it.
All right, thank you very much. How about you, Date Tutu?
Okay, yeah, so for me, I've been into Web2. I've been into front-end development, Web2 parts. So I think I would like to try something, the back-end parts. I'll go for smart contracts. Yeah, That would be my pick. So it's not bad like being a full stack, but we all know that even if you're a full stack, you are going to be heavy on one part. So I think for the Web3, I want to stick with smart contracts and also the writing part also. I love to write, so probably smart contract and writing. Yeah.
All right, thank you. That's fine. Hi, no, that's Judith. Yeah, hi, Judith. What's your answer?
Oh, um, actually, I don't know for now. As much as I have knowledge of front end for Web2, I like smart contracts because I feel those people, should I say that's the blockchain. And then you get to know about new concepts and try different things as a smart contract developer. So it's intriguing for me. And if I'm to choose, maybe later on, I think I'll go for smart contract.
All right, thank you very much. Hi, Rita. Are you back now? Can you hear me? And can you speak up?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, I still can't hear you, and I'm sure no one else can.
I can actually hear her here, but I don't know why you're not hearing her at your end.
Oh, fantastic. All right, I can hear her. She seems to be connecting from my. Okay, just hold on.
I can hear you both too.
That's funny. Okay. Yeah, hi, Rita. Can you talk again? Okay, I can't. You can
I
maybe
can hear
talk.
you, but Trust can't hear you.
But I can hear her.
Maybe she should just log off and log on again.
I've
Like
done
she
that
should
like
leave
2
the
times.
space and come back. Yes.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, hi, Vivi. Ash, what's the name? I couldn't get you initially.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Aisha. I have been having issues in my network, so I'm just like joining. I was able to hear the part where you were asking about their experience with the Bunzz SDK, but I logged off then came back. So yeah.
All right, that's fine. You can probably share your experience briefly and then go over to if you would be on the front end or back end side of Web3.
Okay, working with the Bunzz SDK was actually nice. Like the fact that you don't have to write any smart contract and you just have to like connect your XDK and start using the pre-written code. That's actually good. But for me, I think the part I think was supposed to be worked upon was like stating that you need to use external, should I say external, what's it called, to connect your project, like the part where we use IPFS. Because while I was doing the project, I was actually like seeing that I could actually use Pinata too as my storage platform. But on your documentation, there was no part that was mentioning it. So for somebody who is actually new and hasn't attended any of your say demo class or anything, I don't think they would know that they are supposed to like use a storage like IPFS or Pinata, right? So they just get confused and just feel like their project is not working or something, or their code is not working, whereas they actually needed an external code or an external platform to incorporate into their project to work. Then for the documentation, I think there was quite a number of documentation that was helpful, but I felt like if there were extra videos that was pointing us to other things in the project, it would have been helpful. Then for the boilerplate, I was actually confused whether to use pre-existing boilerplates for other what's it called, for other codes that are written. Say the RC721 has its own boilerplate, the RC20 has its own boilerplate here. But now when it comes to combination of what's it called, smart contracts, am I supposed to use the same boilerplate? Do they work? Do I have to come up with my own boilerplate from the beginning? So that was kind of confusing for me too. So I think that's just it for me with the experience with the Bunzz SDK. Then for the part where I want to focus on, I am currently a front end person, so I wouldn't mind still going in line with my front end. Then technical writing, yeah, currently I am venturing into technical writing for Web3, so I wouldn't mind technical writing and front end development. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, Aisha, for sharing that. It was quite detailed. Noted. Hi, Rita. Can you speak up again? Let me know if I can hear you.
Can you hear me now, Trust?
Okay, weirdly I can't. But if anyone can hear you, can probably answer the question. Then someone has to re-echo to me. That's fine.
Okay, so can any other person hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so let me just speak up then. For what I would love to go into for the Web3 space, I would pick back end. I actually like front end, honestly speaking, but I actually like the creation of smart contracts, so I would stick with that and see how it goes.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, Trust. So what she said is that she's into front end, but she enjoys back end, and she would likely want to stick with smart contracts that's the back end part of the building.
All right,
Thank you.
fantastic. Thank you, Elizabeth, for the echo, and thank you, Rita, for sharing. Thank you, everyone, for taking our time to come. It was nice discussing from the overall experience with Bunzz SDK, the Bunzz console, what it's like to be in the future, and all. So we're trying our best to curate all the feedback gotten during the hackathon, and got definitely going to get all the feedback from the call and begin to work on them and see how fast we can begin to better the platform so we can support more developers coming from Web 2 to begin to build Web3 applications seamlessly. And let's get to see how we can begin to implement all the blockchain tech features into real experiences, into real projects, into real products that people can begin to use. So you can, of course, keep trying out to take it back on the Bonds platform and see what I would definitely going to be releasing a few new features, a few new changes to support developers from the experiences. And of course, we're going to add more support for more frameworks and more dApps, and definitely get to see how far we can go together. Thank you very much. So like I said, we're definitely going to wrap up all the rewards. The winners, the prizes get wrapped up soon. We all want to finalize all the wallet addresses, just remaining one to be completed. So once that is done, we now begin to um, give out all the prizes from the feedback and then from hackathon winners themselves. Thank you very much. And of course, our
I
Discord channel is.
trust.
Yeah, hi.
Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to mention this. My team worked on the vesting contract, and just 3 days ago, I tried to just launch the app, do some minor stuff, but the vesting contract has an issue now. It's an error. Probably I'll just screenshot.
So sorry, I could barely hear you because of network was breaking. So I heard that you had issues with the vesting contract.
So yes, I'm getting some errors now, and I think it's coming from Bones.
Okay, you can screenshot and share on Discord.
Okay, I will.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for staying put, for sharing experiences. Keep in touch. And I know that there was a Web3 Bridge conference that was held in Lagos at the time. I know I attended, and I know I did see a few Web3 faces, three ladies' faces at the event, maybe not. But as long as there are conferences on Web3 and blockchain, we'll find a way to see how we can interact and support more conferences going forward. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone for your time, and thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Rita. Thank you, Ihoma. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Bones. Bye.
Bye.